we're back. Sorry, guys, there's a bit of a technical glitch there.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you live south of the border.
How
The issue
went
is,
out?
Eggy and I live in the same estate, so when we get power outages, it affects both of us.
Yep.
Is this the new stream or is this the same one?
That should be the same. It should be the same one.
I can't find it.
Strange, but that's all right. At least it wasn't fully out.
No. We're back with our one viewer.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want.
All right, we'll just wait until everyone catches back up and jumps back in, and then we'll get going again, I suppose.
Shall. But yeah, last we were talking about Freo versus Gold Coast. We're about to head into Moisty's.
Hey, Brody, welcome.
This has been Doc's back. Dunny, I better tell Dunny to get back.
Looks like it's a new one. Welcome, Zoe. We just had a bit of a power surge, so we've just reconnecting now.
These two living in the city, that's the problem, mate.
Mate, we don't live in the city. We're south of the border.
It is a city, mate. This is
We're in
country
Mexico.
up here. Welcome back, everyone. So, what were we talking about? We've got us.
We're
talking about the
Freo versus Gold Coast, and we're just about to head into Moisty's. Oh,
that's right. We are live. You going to set me up?
All
right, you ready, boys? You know the drill. I'm going to flip over. We've got the 10-second intro, and then we'll start to ask the question.
Excellent.
All right, now we're back with Moisty's Minute. Oh, I've gone a bit early, but we're back with Moisty's Minute. So get a minute on the clock there, and we'll pick it off now. Now, Kent Hinkley getting booed off. Did you guys like it or not? Does that show crowd support or?
Or doesn't show support at all.
No, I don't like it. No, Carlton supporters did it once. I didn't like it.
Don't like it. Will Hawkins get back, or is he retirement now?
I don't know. It's a foot injury. It's not part of the toe one. It could be like a Tom Mitchell plantar fasciitis. Could it?
Potentially syndesmosis or something too.
Yep.
So, we didn't get yay or no. Gets back. Egi? Tell. First gamers. Now, should they debut in a sub role, or should you leave them for the week next week?
I hate this.
I hate it too. Melbourne done it this week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Media, did they take the whole Abby Holmes situation too far?
Absolutely.
Totally missed that, so I can't even...
You missed that? Okay, so Lockie Neal kissed her on the cheek.
Oh.
And it's been blown out of the water.
Yep. I think it was blown out.
Yeah, blown out.
For sure.
Actually, I did hear Gary Lionel speak about it last week.
The Carlton boys did a little joke after their game and done it to her too, just to show support. Father, son, and academy, are those going to go out of their game? Is this new rule going to kill them if it comes in?
Don't know the rules, so
yeah, I don't know.
Can't comment.
Can't comment. Sweet. Should the rule be changed, I'll change that too then.
Not for father, son.
Not for father, son.
No, I love that about our game.
May's fine. Do you think that was fair? Now, if you don't know, he got fined for staging $1,850 because he flopped in that tackle.
Absolutely.
And should we have more players fined for the same situation?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's not a good look for our game.
Now, did we hear the best chance in football? We had three boys here. Now, there was three speckies in this one game. And we had a bloke yell out 3 for 50 down at Bunnings talking about step ladders. Is that the best call you've heard of the football or what?
It was good. It was great banter. I really liked it. Really liked it.
It was every time, wasn't it? Every time it was a mark. Is another step ladder? It was just going.
Yep. And then it was having to dig at the umpires and be like, you could see that from Mars.
Yeah, he was gold, that bloke. And are the AFL still seeding crowds for the less crowded games?
Well, sounds like it.
I think so, yeah. After the experience yesterday. Yep.
Yeah, all right. That's another Moisty's Minute.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. Love it.
So what's the main thing? That they flopped on the ball like Sam Draper style? Or?
So he was getting tackled, and then as he got tackled, his shoulder hit the ground, and then he's flopped his head back, and then gone like this, and his head never hit the ground. because he's covered up, the umpire's paid a free kick, and his head's never gone anywhere near the ground. Like, he didn't get hit. You can see on the live replay, it's a good foot off the ground, his head. So they've fined him for milking free kick,
I
effectively.
think they should have.
I think they need to. If they're going to get rid of this sling tackle, they've got to start cracking down on that too and fining players for doing that.
Even if they get it caught against it,
Yeah, even start suspending floppers or stages.
Yeah.
That might be a bit too far, but
I think it'll deter them from doing it high. Like if it's high, like if it costs them, it's gonna nice thing for them.
yeah, the penalty's got to be more, you reckon? All right, that's another Voices Minute. Thanks, boys. And we're heading to the favourite segment of the week now, Eggy's Deep Dive.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Before we do, just quickly,
Yes.
not to put here, apparently Hawkins did the same injury as Dane Swan.
Swanee didn't come back, though, did he?
No.
No, Swanee. Well, he's back now.
It depends. He didn't go back to A grade, but yeah, he's been traveling around playing.
Yeah.
He's travelling around.
Fines. Sorry, Eggy. Let's
right.
hit it.
All right. Okay, two weeks ago we dove into the Hawks in Brisbane, and this week I'm diving into the Melbourne Demons and Essendon Bombers. So on Melbourne's run home, they got North Melbourne, who they beat.
They got a win.
Yep. Now they got Brisbane in Brisbane next week.
They don't win that.
I reckon that's a loss too. And they got West Coast after that in Melbourne.
You got to give them that.
Yep.
I think it's a toss of the coin. They nearly lost to North Melbourne, and I think
North
West
Melbourne's
Coast are in
better
better
than
form.
West.
Yes.
Don't be silly.
I think West Coast are better than North.
You're going to give them a loss.
What do you guys think?
I'm on the fence about that one.
All right, can we get a quick poll? M or W, West Coast or Melbourne? Just in chat, we'll go off that. All right, keep going.
Then we got Melbourne versus Essendon. Got Essendon on that.
Essendon's winning that one.
Rio and Melbourne. Rio.
3-0 after today.
Then we got Melbourne, GWS, Melbourne.
I got GWS.
Yeah, I think GWS.
Then we have Bulldogs and Melbourne.
You got Bulldogs.
I think Bulldogs, yep.
Then Melbourne versus Port Adelaide.
After today, I think Melbourne.
Melbourne, yep.
Gold Coast versus Melbourne on the
Gold Coast win that up there.
Yeah, yep.
And then Melbourne v Collingwood at
Collingwood, you would think, yeah.
By that they've only got 3 more wins in them, 7 losses.
Yeah, we've got them falling off a cliff.
Three wins. So 3 wins will put them on.
What'd you give the West Coast one, a win or a loss?
Okay, I gave it a loss. No, I gave it a win, sorry.
Go with a win. We'll just go with a win. We'll have them beat West Coast. We'll be vulnerable.
They'll put them on 11 wins. So they may. Usually they say you need 12 wins to make finals.
11 wins not enough. They're not making it with 11.
I don't think so. Not
They're going to have to jag 1 or 2 more surprises.
And then we're going into Essendon. So Essendon versus Carlton. We got Carlton over there. We got Essendon and
West Coast one.
No, they didn't.
Oh, Essendon one. Yeah,
now we got Geelong and Essendon at Geelong.
I think Essendon win this one after Geelong this week.
Yes.
I think so too, unfortunately.
Then we got Collingwood and Essendon.
That's 50-50.
I think Pies.
Either way. All right, we'll give it to the Pies.
Then Melbourne versus Essendon.
We're going to give that to Essendon.
Yeah, Essendon, I mean.
Essendon.
Essendon versus Adelaide in Melbourne.
You've got to give that to Essendon.
Yep.
The way Adelaide is, yep.
Going. St Kilda versus Essendon in Melbourne.
Got to give it to Essendon.
Essendon.
Essendon and Fremantle in Melbourne.
Got to give that to Essendon. Freo
I think Freo, based on their form.
Oh, well, we'll give that one to Freo.
Yeah, we'll give that. How about Essendon versus Gold Coast?
Down here, Essendon's got them.
Essendon. Gold Coast can't win away.
Essendon and Sydney.
You got Sydney winning that one.
In Melbourne.
Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney.
And then we got Brisbane versus Essendon.
You got Brisbane winning that one. Now, their run home was considered hard, and I'll just go over this because I said I was going to talk about this before. Geelong was good when we were talking about run homes. Adelaide was good when we were talking about run homes. Melbourne was challenging when we were talking about run homes. Gold Coast, everyone was talking they were going to beat them. So that's 4 games instantly you've got to give them now because those teams are underperforming. Now their run home's pretty easy.
It is, yeah.
Very easy run home.
But we still only got them on 6 wins, 5 losses from
So
12.
6 more wins will put them on.
Well, it wouldn't be 6 more wins. It'd only be 4 more wins.
Already got
4
2
more
wins.
That'll
Puts
put them
them
on
on
13.
13 and a half.
13 and a half. So that's probably in between 3rd and
6.
6th, I reckon.
So they're going to make it quite comfortably and could even finish top 4.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah. I was catching up on chat a little bit, boys. Artie's got Danger should be suspended for 3 max. He's got form on these types of tackles. Absolute grub, but heaven forbid it happens to him, the AFL would suspend for 6 protected as. Far out, the hate in Geelong is
Are we
strong.
going to get into this? Because Dangerfield done everything possible to stop him hitting the ground. He leant back and then who was it in that tackle?
Walsh.
Walsh flopped. That is 110% Walsh's. Walsh should be suspended for flopping.
I
That's
don't think
my
Walsh
agree
flopped.
on that.
I
Walsh
don't think Walsh
110% flop to get that free kick.
I don't think he flopped.
110% flop.
I do not think he
Dangerfield
flopped.
leant back in the tackle, sat down, did everything from swinging him forward, and then Walsh is flopped forward.
Yeah, but when you've got momentum, if you're going that way, I don't think Danger did anything wrong, but I don't think Walsh flops because if you're falling as you're being tackled with momentum, and you're getting held here, you're automatically going to make that action.
No, but Danger sat back. So Danger pulled him the other way. So the
Yeah, but
only
that
way
was
they
his-
could go forward was Walsh
That was like
flopping.
that was his midriff though. So he pulls his midriff up. Of course, his head's going to go forward. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he slid him back though. I don't know. I don't think Dangerfield gets anything for that. If he gets something for that, there's a serious problem.
They're going to challenge it. Definitely. But I don't think Walsh flopped. I think
I
think
think
it was just momentum.
more flop than bad tackling. Because I think he did everything to keep him up. The next thing you're going to say is don't tackle anymore. That's what it's leading to.
I think he did everything to tackle right as well. I don't think Danger did anything wrong, but I don't think Walsh flopped either.
Yeah, but that's what we're getting to now. We're going to say next week no one's tackling. We're playing touch football now. Well, I don't know what else Dangerfield could have done to avoid that.
Yeah, no, it was crap. It was crap. Sorry, Eggy, back to your deep dive. So Essendon potentially...
We had them on. We got them from round 13 onwards with 6 wins and 5 losses, where they've already won 1 and they've lost 1. And the Hawks we had on 5 wins and 6 losses. Oh, already won 1. I think they've had the bye this week and play again next week. But I think there's 10 points between them, so what's that? 2.5? Already 2.5 games. Looking like. But next week we're going to dive into. I've got three of them on the trot. We're going to look into Geelong, Western Bulldogs, and Gold Coast.
I like it.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I like it. I think.
I think we've still got a few left after that because there's so many teams sort of caught up in the 8. We're going to see how St Kilda go, but we've still got Sydney, Carlton, Collingwood, Fremantle, GWS still to look.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
See how we are with 8.
It's crazy because we've got second place Carlton 40, third place Essendon 38, fourth place Collingwood 36, and then fifth place 34 Fremantle. Then you've got GWS down to Melbourne in 9th on 32, Brisbane 10th on 30, Dogs, Suns, Hawthorn down to 13th, all on 28. That's insane.
It's very, very close. I think Hawthorn's where it stops. I don't think St Kilda are going to charge from there. If North got 3 on the trot like we should have, maybe we make a late play, but I'm only joking. We don't make a late play.
I think the only team out of those bottom sort of 5 or bottom 4 from St Kilda down that could potentially make a really late charge is Adelaide. Just
not
I think
the way they're going.
Not the way they're playing, but they have got the ability to knock big games off.
Well,
look at last year.
Look at that. You say that, but I was like, West Coast are 2.5.
Yeah. It's good to
Yeah,
see
West
Eagles
Coast
not on
too
the
far
bottom.
back.
Yeah, I reckon West Coast is but
Yeah,
with the
Adelaide.
1.5 games.
True. That is true. Artie's got here. No, the doc. Artie isn't he the AFL president? Yes, he is, Doc. Talk
He's the
about
AFL
danger.
player president.
Player Association president. Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yep. And then Artie will make finals, but won't win anything after that. Which team's that, Artie? Sorry, Essendon. I
He's
think.
at Hawthorn, I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be.
Ah, yep, yep.
Well,
Beautiful. No, they're great.
we'll soon see where we look anyway, because next week we're diving into Western Bulldogs and Gold Coast, which we've already touched on Brisbane.
Well, Brisbane are going to storm. We all know that. They're going to charge.
They've got 9. We've got 7
Two tick off.
losses.
Well, they're only
Yeah.
one game outside the 8 now, and their percent's miles better than Fremantle's.
Yeah, after that.
It's going to be interesting to see how accurate we are with our predictions.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well,
we're going
to. There's going to be, and I'm just saying this: North, Richmond, West Coast, Adelaide, St Kilda, Hawthorn. They're going to knock some teams off that they shouldn't.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
maybe not St Kilda because they're not playing. And Adelaide, if they turn one on, they will. Eagles are playing good. North's starting to play good. Richmond will get players back. They'll start playing better.
Yep. And it might even be some teams that have guaranteed finals, guaranteed top 4.
Let's start resting players.
We'll start resting some players now.
Yeah.
A couple of teams that.
It has, but yeah, it's something that they do.
Now we move into my favourite is viewers' questions. We get to talk back to everyone this talks in.
Viewers' question.
Absolutely.
Tassie's up.
Lovely. We are up. All right. So I've gone with 3 questions this week. So we'll get straight into it. So question number 1, Carlton Flaggers 2024. Again, on Instagram, if you're a Carlton supporter, even if you're not, follow his channel or his page. He's got some really good content. Did Carlton finally produce a 4-quarter win over Geelong?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they finally put a team to the sword, which I've been asking for because it's the difference, and I've been harping on that this is the difference. But yes, they finally put a team to the sword.
And how good did they?
Absolutely. I loved it. I loved every second of it. And I had Brody and Zoe, those were in chat as well, had them over for dinner and to watch it. And it was such a good game. Really impressed by the way we played.
Yeah.
Really impressed. All right. Coach _Stephen 51. Is this the season's most even competition we have seen?
Apart from Sydney, yes.
I was about to say that. I said the middle half of the ladder, yes, but there's a clear team favourites. Clear team.
I think last year.
Yeah, it was a lot closer, like across the board, like from first, I think.
Well, that's what. Yeah, the top 8 was.
I think it was like the top 10, whereas this one is like it's the top 13, which is I think more widespread. There's more teams that are possible to get
competing. Yeah.
Let me have a look.
Well, that's what I'll build on that. It's open to making finals, but the flag probably isn't. Like one of 9 teams could have won the flag last year.
Yeah.
But this year I don't think that. But the 8 is wide open.
Yeah, actually I agree with that. I'm just having a look. So last year, Carlton finished 5th on 54 points. The top 4 were 64 was the 4th place team, Melbourne. Carlton 5th on 54 points. Then you had St Kilda and Giants 6th and 7th on 52. Sydney on 50 in 8th spot. Bulldogs on 48 in 9th. And then you had Adelaide and Essendon on 44 with Geelong and Richmond on 42 and Fremantle on 40. That's pretty close last year.
Yeah. I suppose like you look back at it now, it's already completed. It doesn't look as close as to now, where there's still 11 games. If we had a look at it around 11 last year, we probably would be saying it could be anyone's.
Yeah, it could be anyone's as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I do think the last 2 years have been the closest we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I think I do agree though. This year, I think the battle for the 8 will be a lot closer. I think now very rarely does it come down to percent. I think we'll have percent teams I think we'll have 3 or 4 teams vying for 7th and 8th on percentage by
Yeah.
the end of this season.
Yep. And it's good. It's exciting. I like that.
Yeah, fair.
I
Like,
love an even competition.
and it's like open your eyes up to other teams. Like I find myself this year like barracking a lot more. I'm not sure if it's off the back of like my team winning a premiership, and it's good to see like the rise of Carlton over the last, like not making, almost getting into a grand final. See how good they go.
Yep. Yeah. And I find myself cheering for Brisbane this year because I know how good they can be. And
Yeah,
to see them at the bottom of the ladder, I know that they're better than that.
yeah.
So seeing them now start to perform, it makes me excited to see what they can do leading into finals. But still concerned because I know that they could go all the way.
And like
Yeah.
the Hawks, like rise from the ashes. They sort of
Yep.
Phoenix style. Like start of the year, we already wrote them off as not making it. And now,
Yeah, exactly. And the
But,
improvement of North and West Coast as well.
yep.
and I'll put this to you now.
Well,
We
Northern's
all
only won
agree.
one game,
Yeah, North's only, but
but it took that one game, and they've
improvement.
had very two good impressions since then.
And yeah, exactly.
But
More
I'll put
competitive.
this to you too. With it coming down percent, now if we see, say, Sydney rests and they're playing, I think they play Adelaide. So this probably isn't going to be likely, but they play Adelaide last round. Adelaide need to win that in and kick Port Adelaide out of the finals, and Sydney rests a heap of players. Is this going to be a controversial season when we see this happen at the end of the year?
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't see that happening. But what are other teams that are playing?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really
I,
dove too far into it, but we've
I
got in the last round, Brisbane's playing Essendon, Carlton's playing St Kilda. We've got Melbourne playing Collingwood, Richmond playing Gold Coast, Sydney Adelaide, Bulldogs GWS, and Dockers Port Adelaide
yeah, I don't see it as an issue because Sydney have just earned the right to do that. And it's
Yeah.
Adelaide's fault for not winning early enough.
for not
But
getting in.
then I see like a Gold Coast and a Richmond being as Richmond is sort of getting that like, sort of finding a bit of form.
Yep.
Who have been the only team this year to be able to beat Sydney down up at Gold Coast. Are they playing at Gold Coast?
No, down here.
No, down here. Yep.
So that tips
So,
them
But yeah, I
so,
think we might have to keep an eye on that because it might be I don't know, there might be a bit of hierarchy at the end of the year because they're waiting on percent, and then Sydney take the pedal off and start resting against Adelaide, and then they gain 3% and then kick a team out. We get a bit of controversy on that or not, but
I love that. I don't think I think Sydney's well within their right to do that too because they've earned it.
they've earned the
That's the way
right. Yeah.
I would feel it.
yeah.
Let's catch up on chat a bit here. So, Zoe, thanks for hosting. Oh, yep, no worries, Zoe. Anytime. It was good having you guys over. Sill's got watching that last quarter after we gave a few goals late was impressive. Talking about the Carlton game. Sill's also got 4th to 13th, his game on. George has final 8 still far from settled. And the Doc, Collingwood rested a lot of players in the last round last year. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I agree. They earned
Yeah,
the
but
right
there
to.
was last round last year was a throwaway round. The 8 was set.
Well, no, I don't think it was it? Didn't
It
Sydney
was.
have to?
Yeah, no, it was only Sydney had to win to stay in. If they lost, they didn't. So no other team could affect the outcome. It was Sydney was the only
Oh,
one that
yeah.
could. If they
That's
won,
and
they were home, and same with St Kilda. If Sydney and St Kilda win, it couldn't change.
Yep,
The teams below them had to hope then to lose. So
that's right. And
we weren't
Collingwood were
relying
2
on
games
another
ahead, I
team.
think.
Yeah.
Collingwood were 2 games ahead on top, so it didn't matter what happened with Brisbane's win or not. I'm pretty sure.
But it's interesting because the AFL tries to make we don't want tanking, then everyone goes off at North last year for not tanking, and then this year I think we'll find they've tanked and this team's missed out, and I think there'll be controversy this year.
Yeah, possibly, possibly, possibly. But oh my question. Wow, great question, Coach Stephen. Thank you very much, mate.
Bit tongue tied.
Yep. All right. Next question is from the Doc, who is in chat. Is it time for Tom Hawkins to retire? He hasn't been great this season.
He hasn't been great this season, but good with it. He is getting old. I would like to see like it's more of the outcome of Like he
I'm
was still sort of impressive. He's got a good resume. That's
Yeah,
I'm more on the fence. I don't know why he re-signed at Geelong. He would have been perfect to go to Melbourne.
yeah.
So I think you might find if he wants to play next year, Geelong, the way they're playing now, are struggling. I don't think they compete next year, so there's no real urgency to keep him there.
yeah,
But like, is it more like a loyalty thing?
Yeah, but then
potentially.
Long's got to look at we're taking a spot off a younger kid we could develop in next to Cameron to keep Hawkins in.
Correct. Correct. And do you know what? There's a few clubs now that are chasing a key forward. Melbourne
Yeah.
obviously need more than one.
And when we're talking about North Melbourne need forward leader.
Yep.
You need a leader on every line.
Yeah, absolutely. So North could be a destination for him just to help build that because he's got premiership experience as well and to give Larky a bit of a chop out. Collingwood, maybe. They've still got McStay to come back in and they've got Myercheck, but whether
But
I
they want
still
to
think
chase
the
him,
prime one is Melbourne.
I think
I think
Melbourne as well. And
if
there's also
moved, that's where he's going to go.
rumors that Tex Walker might leave Adelaide as well, who would be a fantastic pickup for anyone, in my opinion.
Well, I've heard the rumours, but the rumours are if Adelaide don't want to sign him, he wants to play on. Adelaide are unsure if they want him to play on.
Yeah, correct. Which could be
So,
a similar situation to
yeah.
Jamal and Hawkins.
Yeah.
And they're both quality key forwards, and they
Yeah.
would give the other forwards a chop out. So,
Yeah.
I think if clubs don't chase them, like North Melbourne and that, I think if they don't chase them for a year or two and do like a Hodge type of role, I think they're silly.
Yeah.
I really do. But I don't know what other key forwards could potentially be leaving that are a bit older as well.
I have heard one, but it's not going to like this. Charlie Curnow wants out of his contract.
I haven't heard that.
He's on the move, does he?
Have not heard that.
Wants out of his contract. He's sick of Carlton.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll believe that
Wants
when
to
I
come
see
to
it.
a real club.
Last I saw that it was part of the backbone.
Yeah, no, he's got 8 years left on the deal, I think.
The good thing about Carlton is none of those players want to leave, even Wiedering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so close.
Yeah, exactly. I don't blame Fisher for leaving though. He needed to get some games time because he wasn't going to break in. But
You watch
yeah,
Fisher get a flag before Carlton now. You watch him
well,
just pick one up at Northern before he would have got one at Carlton.
will you guys get not McStay back in the next few weeks? I think.
Yeah. But actually, I've been pretty impressed with Kruger coming back.
Kruger's been good.
I like Kruger.
I thought he was delisted and never coming back again.
Yeah, so I
thought he
seeing
was
his
done.
name years ago, but yeah, I haven't seen him.
Very injury prone, but very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented. So if you could get McStay and Myercheck and Kruger to fire in the same forward line alongside Bobby Hill, Jamie Elliott, and Schultz, that's elite. That's an elite forward six. But I also think Brisbane getting Will Ashcroft back into the middle, that's going to significantly improve them as well.
And I was looking at him for AFL fans last week. I was like, damn it, someone's already picked him up.
Already got him.
Like 6 weeks away from playing a game, someone's already got him.
Well, someone's had Callum Mills sitting on their bench since the draft.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get rid of him either.
No, but he might not come in.
He might not. Oh, he'll come in when he's ready. He's the captain. They'll make room for him.
I think he'll come through the twos though.
Yeah.
But, any other players that you guys can think of that? I know it's early. We've still got 9 rounds to go. But any players you think that you've heard or you think might leave?
I'm thinking, like you and me,
Bailey
being pretty
Smith.
bullish on Zerha leaving.
Mm-hmm.
But if they start performing like this, it might put a bit of doubt in his mind.
I hope so.
Yeah, so like the way he played last night, we thought he looked a bit checked out, but he kicked 5 goals, one.
Yeah,
Checked out.
Yeah, he
like,
did.
He looked good.
Yep. Bailey Smith's another one that Egi mentioned before.
Yep.
Liam Baker apparently going to the West, but at the end of the season we'll do our normal, who's going to leave.
Well, there was stories of Bobby Hill going around, and then there talks that they're
Re-signing.
extending it. So yeah.
And then I heard probably the silliest talk I've heard in a trade talk ever, that they were going to straight swap him for Harley Reid. Who came up with this? No, which person? I do know who come up
What are
with
you
it, but I
talking
don't
about?
think he's on track.
Eagles would have to give Harley Reid and their first round pick for Bobby Hill.
No,
What are you
mate.
talking about?
I think you're going to need
He's a proven player.
Eagles turned down 3 first rounders for Reed. You're going to need 3 first rounders to get him out of there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just realised the time, boys.
Yeah, possibly. And this is what they'll bring. Yeah, but we missed 15 minutes, so we're all
Yeah, we
right.
did.
Yeah, the other thing would be if they're having this salary cap thing. So you could maybe get a first rounder Hill and give them 300K salary cap. That'd be another way to get around it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think
love
he's
trade
coming
talk.
to Collingwood, though.
I absolutely love trade talk. All right, where are we at? Tipping, Eggster.
Yeah, at tipping to the thing went back up. All right, it's gone off again. And then,
Mate, every week it seems to go. Well, rounds, I suppose. Five rounds.
And for the first place this week, we got Rocking Horse Road, who's he got 6 right, but he was 40 points off the mark. And we had the Urk, who was 42 points off the mark. We have Kate's, she was 45 points off the mark. Then got tied for 4th. We got Ravioli and the one of yours truly, Will I Am. We got 46 off the mark. Then we got Blue Boys 72, Finns Brooks, and then we have Artie and Harper Rose. Now we both know they come from the same house, and we both know they're regular watchers of the show. So they're my picks that the money might go to.
Are they both 48 points?
No, they are both 48. They are.
So I think that goes to Harper again.
Yeah, I think so too. Hey, Artie. But yeah, we will have to wait till Wednesday to see if Blue Boy or Kate's maybe might bring into the show to let us know.
Yeah, because the Rockin' Horse normally isn't here. The URL, Ravioli, Will I Am, never heard of him.
He's charging. He's up into 4th position now overall.
Oh, he's flying.
Yep, started off at 64th in the air.
That's awesome, mate. Congratulations. That's huge.
You've
leapfrogged
G.
Now, we all know who set up the tipping, so is anyone checking these aren't changing midweek?
Jeez, I didn't even think about that. All right, I'm gonna start screenshotting my tips. We have stopped posting my tips too.
We
have actually.
Yeah.
We'll get back into that this week.
Well, I had a new phone, so I didn't have TikTok on my new phone because I broke my phone.
But I did notice our tips went sort of kicking many goals. Keep us on.
Yeah, no, I think me Moistie's pick, the roughie was getting a bit. I might just stick to that.
Yeah.
Give us a roughie.
Guess the tip for the week. Who's your roughie?
This weekend?
Yep.
What do we got? I better have a look at the games.
It can't be North. While he's having a look, in first place we got the Black Flash on 89. Also on 89 we got Fort Worth. And in third we got the Perthian Food on 88. Then tied on 4th with 87. Will.i.am, G-Raw, and Houstonian. And on 86 we got Paradox and Haley J, John Nolan. And our Turtles dropped down to 16th. He was second there. He's on 85 with Crakies.
Our ladder's just as close as the AFL one.
That's it. There's only one real roughie that I like this week, and it's not. I don't know how they're not favourites, but Gold Coast is not favourites against Collingwood.
Ooh.
It's in First People's Stadium. They don't lose there. They just do not lose up there.
We'll see. We may have a few ins this week that the rumours have been around the mill for the last few weeks. So,
but they're the only ones that are real.
We may have 75% of our midfield ins.
Gold Coast do not lose in Gold Coast. It's a thing.
It should be a good game, actually.
It'll be a real good game because by growing up in Queensland and living on the coast, I know how many Collingwood supporters are actually
up there.
Yep.
It's going to be an equal turnout.
It's going to be interesting to see who Gold Coast have back in as well, whether they have King back.
And
what's his name? Jed Walter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why Casbolt didn't get a game because I believe he's been playing really well in the VFL.
Day was huge today.
Was he?
Day was huge, yeah. Day was very good inclusion. But other than that, I can't see any of the other underdogs getting up. It seems a very one-sided round, and then the Pies are favourites against Gold Coast
West
in there.
Coast got? West Coast are back.
They've got Hawthorn.
Back in West Coast with Harley Reid.
Yeah, but against Hawthorn, who we've got probably the second informed team in the competition.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
just
we'll see. I don't mind that.
Gold Coast VFL team, Ethan Reid kicked 5 goals, 1, and Jed Walter kicked 2 goals, 4.
Was he playing in the twos? Walter?
Against Essendon VFL.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, another quick question while we go, because I think we're about to wrap up. So you know how they wanted to do the twos VFL sides? Every team has a VFL. Apparently West Coast has said no.
I've heard that they want it.
No, they wanted to stay in the waffle, I believe.
I
Was it Fremantle?
No, I'm pretty sure they all wanted it. They've just got to try and make it work.
Try and make it work, yeah. Which I understand, because paying for another team to fly everywhere is a bit pricey.
It is, but they'll also, if they can market it correctly and have them as curtain raisers.
You can't do curtain raisers in Melbourne, though.
Oh, potentially. Depends on
Maybe
who and where.
the grounds here.
Yep.
If they should, though. It should be or even if they did something like the Richmond field game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right next to the MCG.
Yep.
Perfect. But all right, another show done and dusted as we edge closer towards the end of the season. Thank you everyone for jumping in chat and commenting, and we love it. Oh, just George, Collingwood won't rest players this year because they will be coming back fresh from injury. Probably correct. But if you haven't already, check out our socials. And if you do want one of our, and I'm going to say awesome because they are actually awesome, TNT Footy t-shirts, use the link, jump in, have a look at them. You can get all different colours.
Yeah, I know ours, like we normally wear a black one, but I have seen an orange and a maroon one. They look pretty good.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And there's also a hat there. Keeping in mind delivery for that can take quite a while because it comes from the US. And all proceeds that we make from that do go back into the show as well, guys. So we actually don't take any money from it.
Oh, that's how we get these giveaways. I know it's not much at the moment, but
give a bit more.
Absolutely, maybe tickets to the game or something. There's a lot of things in the work that we're talking about. We just trying to get to a point where we can start doing more giveaways. But thank you so much for all your support, everyone. We really do love it. We appreciate it.
We just enjoy hanging out with the banter every Sunday night.
Yeah, talking footy, that's it. Hating on Collingwood.
Someone's hungover, we give them a bit more of an extra poke. But
that's 2 weeks in a row now. It's terrible.
Alcoholic, dude.
I know. All right, guys. That's it from me. You guys?
Yeah, all good, mate.
Who wants to sign off tonight? You can.
Let's get North up next week, eh?
That's not a sign off.
That's a sign off. Now, so hope we have another explosive round of footy.
Let's go, boys.
Peace.